Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Shut Door or Door Shutter coming back to you with episode 33 of Direwolf20's 1.16 pack. And as you can see behind me, we have some things happening. So, off camera, I went ahead and created this thing. There are quite a few botany plants just growing back here. Potatoes take 45 seconds in this pot. Doing farmland reduces that by 5 seconds, I believe. So we are getting pretty good yield out of that. You can see we have 1,000 in here, and this system is just cruising through all of that. It's filling up these gas burning generators with, that stuff, ethylene. I had to think about the name for a second. Which, if you do not remember, we do have that somewhat similar setup down here with these, but this is constantly needing more and more potatoes. So what I've come over here and done is I've straight up just, that's 6 per row, and that's 4 rows. And then doubled over here, which we'll get to in a little while. In all honesty, I don't know why I started doing this. I'm actually kind of thinking I want to get these to the highest tier, but at the same time, that is absolutely absurd. Because that would take forever, and you would need an absolute metric ton of power. So I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but it would be good to just use one side for probably charging tools and things, because these are constantly needing power to stay in the actual tier they are. So, but yeah, so basically we're just setting up this power system, and we're gonna mirror that over here currently. So let's get started. Let me get the materials, and I will hop right back with you guys in a second. Alrighty, so I think I have everything. So first off, we want to start with a sink, right? So the sink is going to be set at the furthest end of this, just facing this direction. Why not? Underneath this, because we do need power to actually power the machines and all that jazz, we can then come down here. Let's grab a building block real quick. Oh, nope. Oh, I just lost that generator. Dang. That's the hazard of working here. So just grab another one. I kind of need to get these out of the system anyway, so not the end of the world. All right, so if we just place that, well, got another one. I need to make a catch pan or something down here. All right, so we put these there. Okay. And then we will quickly put a fluid cable here and here, I do believe. Yes. And then the electrolytic separator will sit right here. And of course, you will run power from... Man, this magnet just doesn't seem like it's working. Let's throw it in my hot bar and make sure it's actually working. We'll then take our 5 universal cables, place that here, place that here, place that here. We can then place the others here and here, just so we get them out of our inventory quicker. The chamber will go here. The advanced crusher will go here. We're just using advanced. You could use a higher tier if you want, but there's no real need. Then we can place this here. Make sure this is on extract mode. Extract the potatoes out of this. We do need to make sure this is set on input. We can clear the rest of this and set this to output. Auto eject on. Okay, grab a set of speed upgrades here and energy upgrades and throw these in here. Perfect. So this should be going, and it should, and whenever we configure this one, output. Okay, so real quick, let's put a cable here, and I did this backwards, by the way. So let me quickly fix that. It should be the other way around. Just because everything will be behind it and you can't see it that well. So, yeah. Right? Yep, that's right. And then we'll need to move this to the other side here. So it's not too much of a change, just a little bit for look's sake. So you can only see these machines in a cable here. Then you take these other cables, knock out these blocks, place this here, and this here. Of course, don't forget to hit this with an extract as well. And that should be that for a second here. Now we need to set up the electrolytic separator, which will be dumping on the, I believe, oxygen side and just keeping the hydrogen in here. We are going to quickly throw in our necessary upgrades. So shift right click, and that's our energy and then our speed. Okay, cool. Now we need to set this to configuration. So there is no items coming out of this. The only thing coming out of this is the blue side, so that's good. And then here, as you can see, the oxygen did fill this up, which I'm not sure if I can remove. So let's see. I do not think breaking this will work. No. How do I empty this then? I believe I can take a tank. Chemical tank. No. I will be right back. So I think I found something and I love it. So it's called the gauge dropper, which I did not know was actually in Mechanism, but it allowed for me to actually clear out the hydrogen in this. So that is pretty cool. Now we don't have to worry about that. Or the oxygen. It cleared out the oxygen, not the hydrogen. Allowed the hydrogen to be inputted. So the items we need red on this side. Don't really need anything else. And besides output on top, we did forget the drawer that we need for this segment, and the void upgrade. Oops, my bad. I need to just move that out of my inventory. And then of course auto eject is on. Let's grab the void upgrade here, because I completely forget about that every time. While that's crafting, we can put the pressurized tubes down. And we can hopefully grab the void upgrade real quick. Do that. And then we could also grab the gas burning generators that are just sitting in here because they are separate machines. They're separate slot machines, so I can't really just grab all of them. And hydrogen is coming out of that. Well, that is an issue where we only want to output. So that's an issue. Okay, we just empty it, shift right click, do it again, shift right click, do it again, shift right click, do it one more time, shift right click, same thing here. So this is pretty cool, isn't it? Like you're able to actually empty these without needing too much effort. Yeah, so that is basically that. If you didn't know what I just did, I just switched this to output. So that's pretty cool. And then we could also throw our energy and speed upgrades on this. So that gets going a little bit quicker. There we go. So this is going to be producing ethylene, and this is going to be producing ethylene. And this side's already full. Like it's full on ethylene and power. I'm not 100% sure how I want to set up the actual, like, what do you call it? Like energy cubes or anything, I'm not sure. Like I am kind of curious. So there is a thing called an infinity charger, I believe. From Industrial Foregoing. I don't know what this does, but we do need an advanced frame. So let's go quickly craft that. That'll take a second, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I have this. I'm not sure how this works. I'd assume like basic just charging, right? So if I shift right click this into charging and I throw it in here, all right, and if I grab ultimate cables, this is most likely not what I'm going to keep here, by the way. It's just a quick test. So how much is this actually inputting? Not too much. So what kind of add-ons can we put in this thing? Let's try a speed and all of that. Alrighty, so Let's see if we can toss these in here. Okay, so we can. So this is actually inputting almost every ounce of power that's coming into this in this thing. So that is awesome. Look how fast that's going. It's not really that fast. The Powers version is probably faster. But that is that's cruising. Definitely cruising. What happens if I put more sides? Okay, so yeah, this thing holds, you know, tons and tons of power though. I mean, it's not really viable. You know, it's not the greatest, that's for sure. Alrighty. I was just curious. Yeah, so it would take longer than the actual power version. So if I go downstairs real quick and you grab this whole system I have down here, which I don't think I ever really explained this too well, but I will in a second here. So basically an energy hopper allows for energy to be inputted into a chest or an inventory of sorts, and allows for that to push energy into the chest, right? So here's the prime example. It pushes all the energy into the chest, and it'll charge whatever items are in here. And as you can see, it's not that fast either. And we could make this faster, by the way. We definitely could. It doesn't actually seem like it's using any energy. So we're actually going to just keep this. We're going to allow this to run, but I'm also... Oh, I can't place it. That's funny. We're going to allow this to run with the drill inside of it for a little while. This is completely self-sufficient. There's no reason on changing it or anything like that. We are burning through ethylene quite quickly, but the power itself is not exporting as quick as I would think it would, which is kind of strange. Just a little bit, but that's fine. I think some people said that adding the energy cube makes it a little bit better because it just allows for all of the power to go into one thing. And I don't even think this is actually exporting power. This one? I don't think that one's actually exporting power. I think this has been running off of one the entire time, and I've just now realized it. Let's see, and then this. Let's turn off output. So output on top, and then input on all other sides. So that's hilarious. I did not realize that until now. But yeah, so we're going to just let this go. I'm kind of thinking about doing a wither killer. And I'm not 100% sure about this. Because I don't really have an idea. So if I quickly grab, let's go back here real quick. If I quickly grab some piston, right? I don't know if this works anymore. And we grab a wither. Some wither skulls, some soul sand. Right, soul sand. Just making sure I didn't grab the wrong thing. And some obsidian. Let's just grab 10 of that for now. I do not know if this will work at all. It's going to be basically a test. We do have the actual wireless grid inside the nether, by the way, so I don't really have to worry about, you know, crafting all this stuff here, but it's just, you know, easier. All right, so if I go under here, right? I should have an area just kind of like carved out over here to try this. I'm kind of going purely based off of memory. So this might epically fail, and I'll just have to kill him. So let's see. So if I do obsidian, 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 obsidian. Trying not to break every block in the area here. Oh, I don't have enough. Dang. So if I fly back over here, let's grab another 10. That should be good. Okay. And I do this. Maybe I need more. Because I want to have enough to place on the ground, so if this fails, he won't fall through. I don't remember if obsidian is witherproof or not either, so that should be good for now. Actually, let's take out this bottom one. Okay. And if I place that there, and a quick lever... yeah, I'm basically just thinking of this as we go, by the way, so this is going to fail, most likely. Which will be okay. I'm okay with failing. Okay, so if I... Yes. Alright, so let's place the wither. Let's just break this metal block here. Alright. My luck, it just phases through bedrock. This would be great. Alright. Here, here, and here. Push through that. Okay, force him to stay. I'm just going to back up here. It actually is suffocating him. It's very slow, but it is suffocating him. It's absolutely ridiculous. He did manage to destroy the obsidian up top. But he can't actually kill anything. Like, he can't destroy anything else. Oh, I just released him. Okay, so hitting him was not a good idea. He's gonna destroy things. It was cool until I managed to do that. Okay. So I could technically suffocate him, but that would take forever to actually do anything beneficial. Okay. So that one's out of the options. Sadly. It was actually kind of a funny idea. I was kind of just goofing. I know Direwolf20 has been working on one in his episodes. But I don't want to go the route. I might do the portal, but I don't know how I'd want to kill the thing. I don't know how I'd want to actually harm the creature. I think he said something about having a way to harm creatures using the RFTools thing. If I do, I think he said that. So I could actually use power to actually kill the wither. Which I might do. But I'd have to look into it. I don't actually know where I'd even want to store the wither. In all honesty. I mean, doing it in the nether probably is the best bet. But we'd have to look into actually doing RFTools and all of that jazz. Because I don't even know what's required. So shield. Projector. So I believe these are just more... Okay, so if I infuse them, can I infuse at RFTools infusion? Infuse thingy. How do I do? I don't know what this is. So we're going to quickly just toss it over here. Get rid of all this shenanigans where I was messing with stuff. Let's see. So if I go to cable. Oh, did not mean to destroy that. All that honey just went bye-bye. Oh well. Alright. So what happens if I take the RFTools shield? Since it does say it does more damage. Let's grab machine frame tier 1, right? That's not what I clicked. Tier 2. Tier 3. Might as well just go tier 4. Never mind. Tier 3 will work. Actually, well, let's just go kill another wither. Alrighty, so we're infusing this. So I was just guessing on dimensional shards, but yeah, you need dimensional shards to actually infuse this. I do not know how many it'll take, but we got to tier 4, which is probably overkill. But I'm hoping that with each tier it does more damage. That's not any information that I actually know for 100%. So that's a thing. We were just infusing this. We're at like a few stacks now, so definitely just need to get more. Let's actually get a hopper. And omnidirectional will work. Just toss these in here, and that should just auto input. And we should have that. So I'm going to be back in a second whenever this is done. Alrighty, so that is 100% infused. Let's see. So I'm not 100% sure how Dyer did this. I know he used various colors. I do not think there's a difference. I think you just need a different... I think he did one for like a floor, and he did one for like a wall. And the reason he does that is because you want to be able to walk on it. So yeah, we're going to do that too. But we're going to use a bottom one, which will be probably a tier 2 or tier 3. Just because that'll be easier. Instead of just, wasting this one. This top one, the top tier should be the one where it holds the creature, and the blue one, I believe, will be the one that kills the creature. Hopefully. Okay. So let's do recipe. Completely failed at that. Recipe. Okay. So let's just do that. We need more obsidian, I believe. Yeah, I really need to figure out some obsidian stuff. The good thing about having all that lava is I can just request 128 and not have to worry about it. Because look in this system. Hey, this has been running like crazy. This is up to that much. So that is 34 buckets, or 34,000 buckets. So pretty nifty. I do need to put a regulator on that sooner or later. But for now, I am not going to touch it. Just because I like the lava and not having to worry about needing it any sooner or later. So, alright, let's get tier 3. So, with tier 3, I think it'll be fine. We are going to probably place this over in the other dimension. Which dimension? I think the nether. I think. We need some more wool. Woo! That's not what I meant to type, but okay. Let's just grab 64 of this, and since that hemp farm hasn't been used quite a bit, so we should have plenty. Let's just make a stack and a half. Well, that's not really a half, so let's grab one more piece. Server backup complete. Nice. Alright, so let's hop, skip, and jump over to the nether. I mean, we're doing this on bedrock, right? I really don't need the bottom one, do I, then? Not really. So let's just do the shield tier 4. Let's do it in blue. Okay. So let's see here. So it's going to be boop, 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 boop. Alright, so 3 in the inside, which should just be enough room for the wither and for me to kill this thing occasionally. I don't know if yeah. So we're going to do the automated killing with the shields, but I do not think I really care too much about craft or creating it automatically. Just because I'm not going to need too many nether stars, and if I do need them, I can just come over here and quickly grab some. I don't really mind fighting the wither too much. So, all right, where is my smart wrench? It might be back in the system. No, it's right here. All right. Okay, it's because I don't have power. So let's grab a flux point. Let's see. There we go. So the flux point, we'll set this to the laser network because that just has quite a bit of power. Surge mode, chunk load, all that jazz. So how we want to do this is solid for hostile, and for pass we'll do player. And I think... Okay. Oh. Why is that not functioning? You know, I think I know why this might not be functioning. Is because Optifine's on, and I can't see it. No. Yes. I guess. I don't know. That was weird. All right. Moment of truth. Can I do damage, hostile, add? We'll move this up. And we'll grab the stuff we need for a wither. So wither. Let's grab 3 skulls and some soul sand. Alright. Let's just spawn one in here. Man, this is really claustrophobic of a room, but that's fine. Let's see if this holds. If I did everything correctly, it should. Oh, look at that. Holy cow. Oh, he is dead. That was awesome. All right, we're going to stop this because I don't want it to be that small because it's hard for me to actually stand in there and spawn him. So let's just work on that a little bit here. I think all I really want to do is kind of just knock these walls out. Right? And then just... Actually, let's knock this wall out too. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so it should be 4 on the inside. I think that'll be good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll make it just a block taller. Actually, I don't even need to make it taller. I just need to make it wider. But yeah, so this definitely is going to work. And if we wanted to automate having the wither spawn, would not probably be the hardest thing. I'd probably do what Dire did with the portal system. Just teleport him in here because it would be hard to not destroy like anything that you wanted to do. You know, if that makes sense. So if I wanted to auto spawn him, I would have to be in here, and those blocks would probably just get immediately destroyed. So not the best idea to just spawn the wither inside unless you had a turtle. I don't know if turtles can go through shields. I wouldn't assume they could. But, you know, I could be proven wrong, most likely. So, yeah. Shield. Projector. We don't really need that many. Okay, that should be fine. This will allow for us to just have a little bit bigger of a space, and by golly, that's off center. That's why it was bugging me when I was making it, is because it was off center. Alright. Oop. But yeah, so we should have a pretty decent way to kill the Wither now. And I don't have to swing at him once. Because it's not like the Wither drops anything that's important, really. So, I mean, it's not like I need to just, like, have looting or anything on this. So, alright, so let's smack it with a wrench. Okay, I think that'll be good. And if I need to make any adjustments or anything, I will. So, I'm curious. Soul Sand. This is when curiosity's probably going to kill the cat here. But how many withers can I spawn in this thing? Not like how many can I fit in here. Like how many... let's see. We have to think about this. So I think placing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3... This is probably, hopefully, going to hold enough power for this to happen. I'm hoping. 100% hoping right now. Ish. I might not be able to do this. Let's deactivate the shield for a second here. I do need to make it taller. So let's grab some wool. Let's just craft up 64 again. And then let's get some blue shield pieces. Let's just snag one so I can press R on it. Okay. That should be enough. I was hoping I didn't have to keep adjusting the height, but I should have done it in the first place. Oh, it sounds like we got some spooky, scary mobs. So I could actually create a mob farm with this idea, with shields and stuff. Well, it wouldn't be the most efficient, you know, it wouldn't be the best design. You wouldn't get all the loot, but I don't really need like hearts and things, you know. They're cool to get. They have some uses. Like the creepers stuff has gas hearts or gas tiers available to be crafted and all that. But that's about it, in all honesty. So let's just get rid of this block. Let's smack it and see what happens. All right, so it looks like, yeah, we have some gaps on this side. It's really hard to tell, you know. Nope, another gap down here. No, that's actually 2 block gap. Doot doot. All right. This is still off center, I think, but that's fine. Now we should be able to come in here and do some absolute chaos. Are y'all ready for this? Because I am not. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, Lord, have mercy. What have I done? We've got to see if this holds. Nope, it did not hold. It did not hold. Panic, 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 panic. Panic. Oh no. This is awesome. I don't know why it's awesome, but it's awesome. Lord have mercy. Okay, I should not be trusted with this mod pack. That was totally wicked, but I think it destroyed the shield projector. Oh, goodness me. All right, let's come up with another idea here. Oh, goodness me. So I think this could, but I think with how compact it was, it launched them out, and that was the issue. But I'm not going to be spawning more than one wither in this, so I don't really need this to be extravagant. That was awesome. I don't know why I thought that was a good idea, but honestly, it was a fantastic idea. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That should be good. Let's go to like the mid point here. I believe it's about like right there. Right there. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be good. Just kind of build like a room for it. I kind of wanted to make it where it doesn't like shoot at the thing, but I don't know if that's possible. And it's not like I'm running out of like dye or anything. String and wool's pretty good, so I don't have to worry about how expensive these are. So, all right, so that way we need more. Let's just craft up that much wool. I could like auto craft these, but I don't really need to. Blue dye. Let's just go for a stack or two. All right. And I'll be back. All right, we're going for this many. We're going to just throw 3 in here. Come on, head, give me. All right. Back up and see what happens. They might launch each other out. I think that's the issue. Yeah, see, he's like launched out. It's not the fact that he's escaping and it's running out of power. They're just blowing each other out of it. So yeah, so this isn't viable to do more than one wither in. So that's just good to know. That's why I only spawned that many. So if we just throw another wither in here, he should be dealt with accordingly. And I don't think power is an issue, right? We'll watch this. Oh, there is a looting mechanic. He is not taking damage. He's actually able to shoot. Okay, yeah, there's something wrong with the projector itself. Okay. What's wrong with the projector? It is a tier 4, right? Is this too many blocks for it? Because if it is, then I can just tear some down. Let's just cut this in half again. And see if that fixes anything. Yeah, because since we're on bedrock, this does make it easier. But by golly, the night vision on these this helmet, definitely hurts your eyes after a bit. 1, 2, 3. Let's just go. Let's actually cut it down even more. We don't really need this big, so. All right, running another test here. Okay, so we need to make that higher priority. I don't know how to account for that then. I'm going to have to figure this out. I'm going to try to do it on camera. I know we're going way over on this episode, but that's fine. It's really odd. It's as if I should probably have more than one shield projector. But I have a tier 4 one. That's my thing. Like, it should support it. Also, you can set the damage type. I just now noticed that. So let's see. So I could actually just type in shut door. Right? Let's look at RFTools. I might have to check on Dyer's video to see actually how this works because I'm confused. Because I would think that this would work. You know, I'm able to pass through it, which is a very low priority because I don't really need to walk through it. 1, 2, 3. We'll just add another wall here. I want to make sure it's big enough then. And I don't think it's a power issue because I don't see it fluctuate enough. Alright, so let's go in here. Dang it, I'm still trying to make this where I can place him in the center. I hope you guys did enjoy that episode. I kind of didn't make an outro to it, so this is the outro now. I didn't get anywhere on it, so yeah. I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Also, I'm sorry this video is late. I kind of slept a little too long today and didn't really think about YouTube. So, I'm glad you guys keep coming back to these videos. I thank you all for the feedback and the support. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.